Yay! It's that time again. My gosh, these weeks, I spilled it. These weeks are happening quicker and quicker every week.
It's drinks with
Dee Dee,
and John,
that's
cartoon
me.
character.
That's me.
What's that cartoon character?
I think it's Precious.
I love you.
I mean, we are in
Florida.
do you say Florida or Florida?
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Like floral.
What is the juice in here?
Orange.
Orange. Yeah. Yeah. Some people say
Real
orange.
good. Guess what? Orange juice.
Orange.
But you know what we mean. Orange juice is good in Florida. It's way better. I think.
There it is.
There's
the orange. And this
the
is
oranges, unlike some other orange juice that just is thrown in the bottle and it's old, tastes old. But this is delicious.
well, some of it has no. How do we get started out of this conversation? Some of it has no pulp. Some of it's like orange flavored drink,
Yeah, you can tell.
like Tang. They didn't make Tang anymore.
I don't know. But
It was good enough for the astronauts in Apollo.
I love that, but I'm tasting it now and it's disgusting. It's just like sugar water only.
Well, it has a
But
definite.
kids like that.
It has a definite taste to it, but it's not. I don't think there is any anymore because I think Robert Kennedy Jr. would be going after it if it was.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, great news on that front is that places like Walmart, places like Steak and Shake. I think Steak and Shake already did it, but yeah, they going into that. And Walmart is going to not only introduce a new line of less food coloring, less dyes, less chemical food. You know, in the old days, I think they would have just added to kind of placate the healthy people. They would have added a new line of better food, but instead, my understanding is not only are they doing that, but they're getting rid of the bad stuff. A lot of it, not all of it, but it seems like the one that's under the very closest scrutiny and is being axed from our diets are the ones with these
oils,
the dyes. Well,
and dyes.
Dyes. I remember. I'm 65 years old, and I remember people talking about red dye number 3. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's what's in simple syrup. Mm-hmm. It's also what's in maraschino cherries, not just the juice, but the cherries themselves. And apparently, that stuff has been bad for you my whole life, but they haven't taken it out. But now, Robert Kennedy Jr. I think, already has gotten them to take that stuff out. Mm-hmm. Then why would you ingest something that you knew, not just you suspected, but you absolutely knew it was no good for you?
Just because it's on a grocery shelf, you think it's okay.
Yeah, well, because it's been approved by the FDA. Yeah, well, now there's a new FDA in town. I'll tell you what.
You know, I remember, growing up, and we had a garden always, and we always had to eat healthy. We weren't allowed to have sodas. We weren't, my mother would let us go to the grocery with her, and we were going to pick out one candy.
Right.
Like one candy bar or one Kit Kat bar, one something. And that was it for the whole week. Yeah. So we grew up, with good food, fresh food or whatever. But then my best friend in high school, I'd go over to her house, their closet of the pantry. I mean, it was like bright lights and whatever, meaning that they had all the bad stuff. It tasted good, but they had Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops and
frosted Lucky Charms are magically delicious.
And cupcakes and Little Debbie, all that, all the allegedly it's bad because we don't get sued. But yeah, so our pantry looked kind of boring, but it was healthy. But their pantry was bright lights, and I loved going over there because I was allowed to eat it.
Well, back in those days, the food that was not that's not gonna work for you.
Just leave it. It's okay.
The food that is not good for you. And it's not to say that it's bad for you. I think it's bad for you. But where's the
color and it's all sugar? It's bad.
Well, but where's the line between something that is not good for you and something that is bad for you, right? So if something is just kind of innocuous and neither good nor bad, That's one thing, but stuff that we know is bad. Anyway, my point is that stuff when I was growing up, and then later when Dee Dee was growing up, and I'm sure when a lot of you were growing up, for some reason we got into, oh, this stuff is a treat. You know, the stuff that is bad for us is a treat. Oh, I can't wait so I can have those cupcakes. I can't wait till I can have a ding dong. I can't wait till I can have a marathon bar, or a Three Musketeers, or an Almond Joy, or any of these things. So they were treated, not only they were treated as, they're called treats, but it was special. You know, you did something good, you did your homework, so you got to eat something that was bad for you. And we went from in the 60s and 70s from those things being treats to those things being the norm. You didn't go, nobody went to McDonald's several times a day or even several times a week. McDonald's was a treat. Usually they call it fast food because you got it when you were in a hurry.
That's right. It is normal now.
It had nothing to do with the food being fast.
It's
it had to do with
to get a homemade meal in a lot of households.
Yeah, it's all switched. It's all switched over. And when you make stuff at home, it's absolutely going to be healthier. You're not gonna cook with all of these bad things. If given a choice, you're a parent. You're given a choice between virgin olive oil or olive oil and canola oil. You're going to pick. I mean, olive oil is more expensive, but you're going to pick the stuff that's healthier because you love your family. But somewhere in the last 30 years, I mean, it's been a long time, but we switched to where the treat is now the norm, and I think that's why we have such an obesity problem. So there.
And we have, we spent some time at home. We're not home now. We're in Florida, like we mentioned.
We're in a hotel.
We're right. I mean, we can see the sign outside of our patio. Outside of our patio, Sawgrass. It's right there. So we're going to play golf again today. We played yesterday. And it was amazing. That's the Players Club.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Boy, those greens are fast. It's like putting on a pool table.
Mm-hmm. But
it's not level. A pool table is not level.
But what I was saying is that we were home for a while, and we decided to cook, and so everything fresh, everything, just good. I mean, it takes time, but when you're on the road, it's a little hard to do. It's almost impossible to do.
Yeah.
But that was kind of fun.
You can eat healthier on the road, but it's hard. It used to not be hard to eat healthy, and we're getting back to that, where it's getting easier to eat healthy. But I've noticed that kind of switch. Well, a whole lot of stuff been going on in the world since the last we spoke. Apparently, no one's listening to us because there are still problems in the world.
Around
Only
the
they would.
World, around the world, around the world, around the world.
What's that?
I don't know. It's a song. We're talking about all these things going on in the world, and it's just busy. I mean, look at Venezuela, what happened, and now coming up on Cuba, Greenland, Iran. Holy moly!
Oh yeah,
and Iran is sketchy. Because the people are like, we're sick of this. We don't want this. They turned off the electricity, so people are using the lights on their phone, the flashlights, and now they're slaughtering people. I mean, it's Iran.
It's terrible.
It always goes back to that, unfortunately. And these are lovely people, and it's so unfortunate. But the one thing for us is it makes us feel so lucky to be in the United States of America, the best country in the world, by far.
Yep.
By far.
I think what's happening in the world right now is that people are seeing that the United States is taking a stance for not just the United States, although it is America first in our world, as it should be your country first in your country. But we've been taking a stance and meaning it that is actually being better for people around the world, because I think what President Trump is doing right now is exemplifying freedom and strength for people around the world. So Venezuela is like, they're saying, you mean we don't have to leave here and go there in order to be free? I mean, freedom is contagious. It's contagious if there's strength behind it, peace through strength.
Well, these countries see what's happened to Venezuela.
And Iran is doing that too.
Well, they see what's happened to Venezuela and like, hey, we want that too.
Right, and of course the powers, the imperial powers that be, are trying to squelch that. They're trying to put their thumb on it and make it
Of
go away.
course.
But you can't make freedom go away. Once people have a taste, and I think that's one of the things that President Trump and the United States collectively are doing. They're giving the world a picture of what freedom actually looks like. Yeah, we have our problems here. We got what's going on in is it Minneapolis? Yeah, all this crazy stuff that's going on here.
But that's caused by illegals. The illegal ICE like this. And just like Speaker Johnson said, look, ICE stands for immigration enforcement, basically.
ICE. Gosh, I should know that. Immigration Control Enforcement.
Bottom line is these
I'm sorry, I feel
officers,
dumb that I don't know that.
these
I apologize.
officers are trying to enforce the law. And when you're an illegal
Hey Siri,
immigrant, you are illegal, which
what
means
does
you break the
ICE
law.
stand for?
And then whenever people are trying to run over ICE agents, then you get the
Oh,
Golden Globes and you have these very woke actors, in Hollywood that they're like standing up for Renee Good or whatever. I mean, it's terrible for someone to have to die, but you know what? You're going to get to work on time if you don't try to run over an ICE agent. That's not a good idea.
it's
I mean, these are officers. You can't run over anybody. But if it's law enforcement, guess what? It's not going to end well. And you did it. So it's sad,
yeah.
but it was self-inflicted.
I blame the fake news. I blame the left. I absolutely do, because what they've done is they've managed to convince a demographic that's really not involved. I mean, this was like a soccer mom, right? So she's not involved.
Uh,
She has
oh,
no.
you mean the
She has
girl? No, she was like a paid protester. No, she and her wife, they were paid protesters.
okay.
No, they did this a lot. So it wasn't like I'm just a soccer mom and I know where you're
Well,
going.
but they tried to.
And
They
I,
tried to. They tried to depict her as that.
oh,
Um,
totally.
but what
They
they.
have a picture of the wind going through her hair and that she looks so innocent and angelic. And then you see other
Yeah, but
pictures.
she tried to run over an ICE agent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We've seen the video. We've seen the video, and if someone says, "Well, you can't," a car is not a weapon compared to a gun. The hell, it's not.
I guarantee you, if we try to run over an officer of any kind, we're in trouble. And maybe
As well, we
and
should
then we
be.
deserve it.
But what the media, the fake news has done, and what the left has done is they have empowered people. I guess this woman was not one of those. She was hired. Okay. But for the rest of the measurable demographic, what they've done is they've empowered these people by giving them some thought that all they have to do something for freedom and something for their country, because they feel like they're uninvolved, is go out and throw rocks and snowballs and vehicles at ICE agents or at police officers. So this is their way of kind of doing their part. And that's such nonsense.
So ridiculous.
Doing your part for making your neighborhood and your city and your state and your country safer is not opposing police officers. It is helping them by supporting them.
And Mark Kelly's even worse because he's a member of
Congress.
Congress, and he is in trouble for telling officers, "Hey, defy that. Don't follow the
Well,
rules."
just soldiers and all. Yeah, yeah. If you feel
That's
that
what soldiers do.
yeah, you're going to tell the public
We're
this.
not going to do that.
Right. They're going to tell people, well, if you think a police officer is unjustifiably pulling you over, then don't do it. If you disagree with the law, then by God, you should break it, and good for you. It's
Well,
insane.
this is a
And it's
country of law and
endangering
order.
people. It's
Yes.
endangering people, which is what nobody talks about. Not only is it wrong, but it puts the I don't want to say narrow-minded people, but it puts people who are desperate to be involved in the public conversation for 5 minutes. It puts them in a position to be killed. It's insane.
So they took away part of Mark Kelly's benefits, maybe pension. I'm not sure, but part of that. So
Hopefully,
now,
they're going to court-martial.
so now he's suing Pete Hegseth, not personally, but to try to get that back, suing because they're taking away part of his benefits, but yet he is telling soldiers to disobey orders.
This is a soldier, right? He knows better.
So terrible.
He absolutely knows better. If it's just somebody that's an armchair captain or something, that's one thing. But this, forgive me, was he a general?
Oh,
Was he a colonel? Was he
no, he failed.
whatever? But it's
But he
insane.
signed up to serve his country. He signed up to follow orders. And if you
Yes.
don't, you're in trouble. You're out. So now he's like, well, no, I'm going to save this. It's just the world's turned upside down by these wolves.
Well, they're hanging on by a thread, though. I mean, they're
Sure.
trying to remain relevant, and I think every day they lose ground. Thank God. And we're seeing immediately. I thought it was going. I think I said it was going to be 6 months before Mom Domney showed his white
like 6
underbelly.
hours.
It was like no time at all. Prices went up, and the prices went up for the subway. There you go. I'm going to make a subway free as soon as tomorrow's my first day at work. I'm going to make subways free. Guess what? My first day at work, I'm going to raise the price. I'm going to allow the prices of subways to be raised. And then I'm not going to say anything about it. That's the thing. He's not going out there and saying, wait a minute, this is not me. These are the forces gathered against me and my fellow Democrat socialist agenda.
I'm supposed to start a conference in New York. Hopefully they can just ride out the storm.
Weather the storm,
A
yeah.
lot of people will leave. I mean, in fact, Governor DeSantis, the governor of the great state of Florida, where we are now, just said, well, any day people prefer warm.
Climbs.
Well, that's not where I was going. Warm capitalism versus frigid collectivism.
Socialism? Oh, collectivism.
Collectivism. So he changed because Mondami said frigid capitalism versus warm collectivism.
Right.
Well, guess what? So
It's historically so
the
warm
governor,
to be a
the
communist.
governor of California turned that on him, and he is correct. Florida's great. Florida's a wonderful red state, thriving.
Did you just say California? You meant Florida.
I meant Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, California's like New York. Terrible. And they're going to start investigating Newsom, like they are Minnesota. Look, that destroyed the governor there to the point of I can't run again. In fact, people asking for him to step down. He doesn't want to do that, and he's defiant and says he won't.
He's defiant. Well, he's going to go
But
to jail.
they're moving over to California, and my guess is it's way worse than Minnesota even, and Minnesota's pretty bad.
Well, yeah, because I mean they've gotten into the daycare business, but the biggest business is the elderly daycare business. So if there's such rampant fraud in the child daycare business, I'm pretty sure it works on the other end of the birthday too. And a lot of people over my lifetime have gotten in a lot of trouble for that, for elderly care, pardon me, scams. There was a lot of that in Louisiana years and years ago, before I even got
I
there.
think it's
There
everywhere.
was a lot of that. Yeah. People take advantage of those who cannot protect themselves.
It's so sad, and the pedophilia. I mean, all this crazy stuff that's
Oh my
going on.
God.
Epstein Island. I mean, and then this guy. I don't know if he's guilty or innocent. Melissa Gilbert's husband, who I can't quite remember his name, Tim Busfield. I think you might know him, or you've met him, or worked with him. Anyway, but
All I know is they did West Wing at the same
I
time.
mean, they put him in jail, for child abuse or neglect or pedophilia. I don't know. But it just seems like this happens all the time now. And we're not saying he's guilty. We don't know. We don't know.
We have no
what's
idea.
that.
No idea at all. But
Yeah, but it just seems to be running rampant. And it's like, my gosh. And I guess it's just always been out there that these sick people that are evil to kids and evil to old people, because they're the ones that are
who can't protect themselves.
vulnerable.
But
and
now-
it's very sad.
When you hear all that stuff, you do have to take it with several grains of salt, if not pounds of salt, because right now the easiest thing to do to be able to turn a invasive eye on your enemy is call them a pedophile.
Well, the Me Too movement really, I mean, that destroyed careers when I'm sure a lot of the men were guilty and a lot of them were not. But if the women accused, it was all over, and that's not right either. You shouldn't be able to just accuse a man of that just because you don't like them or you didn't give them a job or you know.
Yeah, but it's kind of been the history. It's kind of like during the McCarthy era.
Well,
All you had to
that's
do
been
is
gone away.
accuse somebody. How so weird is that? In the McCarthy era, you accuse somebody of being a communist, and now we're voting him into
I
into
can't
power
believe
as
it.
mayor in New York
It's
City.
just surreal that we would even think about it that this guy could win by saying out loud that he's basically a communist, socialist.
I ran on a Democrat
Socialist
socialist
is
agenda,
the
and I'm
step
going to rule, right?
before communism.
Rule.
And everybody knows that who's been through it. Speaking of which, you know, with Venezuela, and then everybody's got their eyes on Cuba now. And in fact, we are considering going to Key West this week, and we ended up in St.
St.
Augustine,
Augustine.
Ponte
Pardon me, I just love
Vedra, and then
Augustine.
tomorrow we'll be in Jacksonville for my very dear old friend who is going to receive an award. So we're there.
He's not very old. He's very dear.
Yeah, well, a long time friend. Yeah, we're all young. Age
See what I
is
did there?
just a number.
It increases every day.
Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, I know people that were old out of the room. I mean, they're like at 18, they're acting like an old man. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
also know people that are older and they're just living life. They look great, they're active. And you know, so I do think age isn't just a number and it's an attitude. It makes a big difference.
It is. So,
I'm 29. Just saying, I'll turn
yeah,
30 this year, maybe.
I don't think so.
Look how young you
I
are.
don't think you're going to make. I
I'll
don't think.
stay at 29.
I don't. Yeah, you're not
Okay,
going to.
let's see your guns. Amazing.
You hear a crack? That's
On
the difference.
cue.
That's the difference now.
On cue.
It's the flex and it didn't go.
Well, sometimes when John hits the golf ball, I mean, it is Happy Gilmore. It really, really, really goes far. And the course yesterday was beautiful.
And
It's
usually one
beautiful.
way of it, never straight far. Well, occasionally straight far.
We're going back today. It'll be fun. And I want to get to the hat question because it's golf related. So,
Oh, it
let me
is?
show you the hat for this week, if I may. So, this is just pretty as can be. And I picked it because it looks like a golf hat. I love it. It's
Well, I could almost wear it.
but it looks like a golf hat, and it's cream colored and a pretty material that can work through most
I
seasons.
think it's linen.
Yeah,
Is it linen?
it's
So I
like a
went from
heavy.
corduroy to linen. Interesting. There it is.
Yeah, John's got the sawgrass hat, and we saw it yesterday, and made out of corduroy, and we thought it was beautiful. Oh, there are sirens.
Here they come.
Maybe the ice agents,
We support them.
ice baby.
So
Anyways,
here's the hat.
so there's a hat, a beautiful
Got the
cream
little-
colored.
Cream colored.
I just call it a golf hat.
You know what? I don't think that is linen. I think that's burlap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's different. It's
I think that's
heavy.
great.
It's very heavy and it's really pretty. The question of the week for the hat, this beautiful hat, golf hat, is what is the name of the oldest golf course and where is it? The name of the oldest golf course and where is it? And the first person to get the right answers will win this hat and we'll send it to you. But please make sure and send your address because sometimes people will say the answers, we tell them they win, and they never send us the address. So we
We
do
can't
need
just
that.
find you.
Yeah, we do need that. And it's helpful if you describe the hat. You don't have to. But at the very least, please send your address, your mailing address, so we can send it to you. And we're happy to do that. We're happy to share with you. So yeah, oldest golf course.
I'm having
what's it
fun with this
called,
one.
and where is it?
I'm
Yay.
enjoying this. Look at this. I can just do this for the whole rest of the show. It's great.
When we were in England, we were trying to get up to St. Andrews, speaking of the oldest, in Scotland. But
That's the oldest one at all, right?
I'm sorry.
That's the oldest one.
I think
of
so,
all
yeah.
Golf courses.
So yeah, the oldest birthplace of golf. But this is considered for the answer this week for the American hat, is it's named the oldest, the birthplace of American golf. So they claim that.
Huh.
Yeah, and I think everybody would be surprised I was, because you kind of think it's going to be Florida or North Carolina, maybe New York, but it's none of those. So now you're ahead of the game.
Uh-oh. I think somebody already answered it.
Probably good. So
Really? It's not New York?
no, no. You would think it would be, but no.
You would think so. I thought so. Because played on a golf course up there. We played on a golf course up there, and maybe that's just the oldest golf course in New York.
Well, as you all know, we are doing our Happy Birthday America tour because July 4th will be the 250th birthday of our wonderful country, the most perfect country, the best country in the world.
Getting more perfect every day.
Yeah. And now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. I told John this. I said, we know next year everybody's going to go, I'm doing this. Well, we started 6 months ago. So we're almost halfway through the states. But we will get to them all. So we've been working on Hawaii and Alaska because those are the hardest ones. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. But we've got kind of an idea because you got to fly there.
Yeah.
Those are a little harder to get to than, driving around the others. But we're about halfway there. So any suggestions you have for states, let us know. And if we haven't been, we'll consider them. But we have had a ball. But the difference between what we're doing and what others are starting to do, I'm going to do a show in every state, where they're not doing it in every state. They're going all over the country. They're putting together a bunch of bands and they're celebrating America. Great. We're all about celebrating America any way you can. I'm just saying that we are doing it our way, the right way. And we're going to go to every state. We're going to sing in every state, celebrate every state. But the big,
Even if it's just singing happy birthday.
that's right. But the biggie is we're doing a documentary. So we're getting footage and historic information and putting it together in shots. And this documentary is going to be amazing. John is really, really, really good at editing. So I've seen the first part of it. You're going to love it. You're just going to love it. Congratulations, honey.
Thank you. You'll learn stuff about states you didn't know, because that's what we're doing. We're learning things as we go. With the help of some maps. Dee Dee loves maps.
Oh, I love
But I've
it.
been using, what's it called on X? Grok. Grok. And we'll go somewhere and I said, tell me something really interesting about St. Augustine, Florida. Tell me
But John
something.
writes it himself. He'll take those nuggets and then put it together in his own way.
Oh, yeah.
He's really, really wonderful at this. And we had so much fun in St. Augustine. Gosh, I wish we could go back tomorrow. It's amazing with all the ghost stories and it being the oldest city in America.
Oh, that's right. Was that last week's question? Or a couple of
Well,
weeks
it's
ago?
been a while. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the St. Augustine. That's the oldest city in America. That's actually where it was, 1655,
56 maybe.
somewhere in there.
1650s.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gotten a charter. It just would have, because there wouldn't be no one to grant them a charter. It would just be the first inhabited city, the first planned city, very much like Savannah, but before Savannah, was St. Augustine, Florida. And we took a nice golf cart tour with a gentleman by the name of Blaze the other day. He was great. He has he does glass work like Tiffany lamp stuff. And he doesn't do the glass part, but he does the frame. And he apparently has, we didn't get a chance to see it, but he has a chandelier in this room full of Tiffany's. So if you're a lamp builder and you are good enough that you get your work in a room full of Tiffany lamps, then you must be really, really good. So if you
There's a
get,
nice creative vibe there. It's
Yeah.
just so cute and so inspiring. And it's supposed to be haunted. We were going to go on the ghost tour, but it got so cold. So we'll do that another time. Who knows, tomorrow or maybe next. Well, we've got to figure out our time in 50 other or 25 other states. We've got to hit all 50. We have Florida checked off. So my guess is we'll come back in another time.
Yep, that's
Unless we
your
go tomorrow.
Oh, to St. Augustine?
Yeah.
After your friend's thing? Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not. It's
we're gonna
supposed to be
hang out with your
cold down
friends.
here too, so we're gonna and then we're gonna head home.
Yeah, but cold down here is 50.
Yeah. We'll go to Atlanta, then Nashville, then home.
I got my T-shirt on. So
My guns.
yes, my guns are not your problem. I do wear that shirt, and most of the times I get thumbs up. Sometimes I get people like, those are the people that think guns kill people. And I say, well, if guns kill people, then forks make you fat.
That is a
Yeah.
very, very good statement. Accurate.
I think so. It's just wild. And we saw another thing, not to keep harping on this kind of weird it is bad news because people are buying into a bill of goods that's actually very dangerous for them. There was somebody came on a police car last night, I think it was. We're doing this. What is today? Wednesday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing this on Wednesday. You're seeing it on Thursday.
Day before.
So Tuesday night, somewhere. I don't want to just assume it was Minneapolis, but I think it was Minneapolis, and there was one police car in a parking lot, no other cars anywhere, and a car came around, pulled right up across from the police car, and shot the police car and the policeman with some sort of, I don't want to say the word wrong, but I might, incendiary? No, it looked like the 4th of July. It was that when these rounds hit the car, they sparks and yeah, it was weird. Police officer was injured, went to the hospital, is now home. But a chase ensued, and the suspect is now deceased. So, not only is doing something like that to a police officer wrong, immoral, illegal, but it will likely cause you to be killed. And it should. I mean, if you are doing really, really stupid things, if you feel that you've been empowered by the media, empowered by some group you go to on the internet, or if you feel that you have the power to not only defy authority, but to go out and look for authority to shoot at.
You know, they go to school for that.
My God.
They go to police academies.
Yeah.
They go to school and training, so you're really not supposed to be doing that. Now, if somebody comes in your house and starts blasting, well, you can blast them if you're in Indiana anyway. Yeah. Every state's different, but in Indiana, castle laws, you put one toe into someone's house and you threaten them, you think they're going to kill you, you can shoot at them, and that's fine.
Yeah, these people are trained. They're soldiers.
Law enforcement.
Police officers they're soldiers.
And they risk their life every day
for you.
Us.
Yeah.
So, I respect them. John does. We're very complimentary. Thank you so much for what you do, because we know that they could. I mean, think about if you're a wife of a police officer and or you
can be the husband of a police officer.
Yeah, got the call. They died in the line of duty, because it absolutely happens every day. So we thank them. We thank all officers, ICE agents, and law enforcement.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Yep. And you should too. When you see them, thank them. Thank them for what they do, because there's not a lot of people doing that right now. Because again, I say a lot of people have been empowered to exercise their stupidity, and they will attack people. That it's kind of like thinking you can go into a professional football game and play tackle for one play and not get your legs broken. It's insane.
And thank you for military as well.
Oh, yeah, military, and, of course, our first responders, all those folks, which includes, by the way, our great EMS folks. So we want to thank all and no one would ever think to go up to an ambulance and
knock it over,
throw firecrackers, and no one would think to do that. Well, don't do it to police officers either. I mean, it's just, it breaks my heart that these people are treated poorly. When of all the people in our working demographic, these are the people who are actually have to wonder whether they're going to go home tonight. I think Elon Musk, of course, is there any other Elon? There's a lot of people named John and a lot of people named John Schneider. But
okay, we're at 35 minutes. We're working, and we're at 35 minutes.
Great. I'm going to set a little timer. Elon Musk. Where's the clock? See, we're at 35 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to set an alarm for 25 minutes. And there we go. 24, so we'll be ready. Go. Okay. He got, I think he got, did you tell me this morning? Did Elon Musk somehow restore power to the folks in Venezuela?
And he gave X-Men back, and I think he did the link so they could.
Oh, so people could actually communicate, because that's the first thing they do is they knock out your communications. That way, you can't coordinate any effort against tyranny. In that case, tyranny, right?
Oh yeah, I mean they turn off the electricity, they turn on phone service. And Elon Musk is like, you know what? I'm hooking them up. And they've got X. So because
And they have Starlink. I think you said.
Starlink, yes.
Yep.
So if they can be connected, because whenever you can't connect with people, it is a little bit hard to organize, and that was the goal. So Elon Musk is coming through over and over and over again. Wow, what a hero he is.
Amazing man. My gosh. When we couldn't get the space folks out, the astronauts back, who went? Who are you going to call? Elon Musk. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da. It's amazing what he's done, and it's amazing that he's done it. I think, much to his, obviously, he has no financial issues, but he does not mind spending, or depending on your perspective, losing billions of dollars in order to do the right thing. And I think it's just wonderful. So when the United States has a problem, who comes and helps figure it out? Who's the one that found out he and his group of 21 and 25-year-old geniuses
Oh, big balls.
big balls, went in and discovered uncovered all of this
So billions and billions and
yeah.
billions of dollars of fraud. So no one, I mean, now the deficit is down and the debt. I mean, look, that has made a huge difference already, and he's just getting started.
And that's his side. The other side, President Trump with the tariffs. Tariffs have been fantastic. Tariffs have made it so we have not just attracted, but we have kind of forced, not coerced, we have forced through strength, through power, through the power of tariffs, companies that are global companies to come and build their factories here.
I disagree. It's not force. It's like, look, if you don't want to come here and build,
Well,
fine, but we're not doing business with you. Basically, Donald Trump says we have been getting bad deals and screwed over and over and over again. I'm not allowing that anymore, so it's up to you all.
well, we'll do business with you, but it's going to come at a price, and you're going to pay.
Yeah. Basically, President Trump is setting our parameters, so we win. So we're winners. Where before, presidents would just let us just get screwed over and over and over. You
Yep.
know, and it's crazy some of the things that had happened before Trump. It's scary. Thank goodness Trump won. My gosh.
Well, we can assume that the when the bad things were happening during other administrations, the bad things that were happening for us, that good financial things were happening for our representatives, which is really, really bad. And I think that's what they're discovering. I guess we have to say allegedly, but it appears that Tim Walz and his administration were not only turning a blind eye to what was going on in the child care business, but they were getting part of it, which is why they turned a blind eye. And speaking of that, this young man who did this reporting, right? It was great. He was empowered. What is it?
I believe it's Nick
Shirley. So he was empowered by a true press to go out and ask simple questions. Where are the children? That's a pretty simple question. This is a daycare. Where are the children? And then,
you're yelling at him, get out of here.
Of course, the left went, they call him a racist and all kinds of things because he's going after the Somalis. Oh, come on. All he is a young man who comes from a journalistic family, I guess that's the word, who had a question he wanted answered and found out the answer was, we're not talking to you. So just like people are empowered by a false narrative and fake news to go out and do stupid things and get themselves killed, Nick Shirley was empowered by a truthful, curious journalism group that he came from to go out and ask some questions. It should not be that difficult. Like as we sit here, the Supreme Court is really discussing whether or not men should be able to play in women's sports. How is that even a discussion?
About that.
How is that a discussion? And that has nothing at all. Here's what they'll tell you. Oh, well, this has to do with you are prejudiced against transgender. No, that's not what that says. Somebody that says, hey, I don't think I don't think a 6'4" guy should be able to play volleyball against a 6'4" girl because she's going to get killed.
But it's never like that. It's a 6'4" guy, and the girl's like 5'7".
Well, yeah, well, that's
I mean, that's the way it is. You're born a man or a woman. Look, if you want to be trans, go for it. But you should not be able to play against a woman if you were born a man. That's just way. If you're born with a you know what, you're a man. If you're born with another you know what, you're a girl.
Well, there's
That's
different
it.
muscle density. It's biology is different. So if somebody who's watching this can give, I would love to know, because all I've ever heard is Orange Man bad. That's all. If someone can put in our feed here, give me whatever the legitimate reason is as to why it's
Well, they just showed a press
okay.
conference of a girl. She said women can beat the odds, but they can't beat biology. And I thought that was
that was
very
great.
serious.
She put that.
Yeah, this is a young gal. She may have been 17 years old. I don't know. But they're right.
But maybe,
biology is biology. It is what it is. I mean, I can't swing the golf club as hard as John. I mean, I can do well, but they put women on tees that are closer to the hole for a reason. We are not built like men. We just aren't. And thank goodness that we're different. And we,
there's a girl that won in the boxing ring that got her bell rung by it. Same, yeah. And again, it's very difficult to say that without sounding like, oh, we have a problem with trans people. No, we don't have a problem with trans people, but we have a problem with the safety of women who are competing in physical sports against I'm going to say it, superior force. A superior force.
Women are stronger.
So
physically, overall. I mean, look, I've definitely seen some women that could take out a guy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it does happen, but in sports, for the most part, it's just not going to be that way. And hopefully,
but the world champion heavyweight female boxer is not going to stand a chance against a guy. I don't think, and now maybe some women will take offense to that. But here's what really confused me is that while we were having that argument, and the whole abortion thing is going away. Nobody even talks about abortion anymore. But that was all a woman's right to choose. My body, my decision, my choice. Okay, well, I understand that. Well, where was that when your body, because you were pregnant and you didn't want to get the vaccine because you heard that maybe it wasn't good for your baby, and then you got fired, and then you got ostracized from your community? Well, where was my body, my choice during that time? You can't have it both ways, liberal folks. You can't, and it blows my mind that you can't see. And I'm talking about some friends of mine. They can't see I can't say it. They can't see the hypocrisy in those two opposing views living together. If it's a woman's right to choose, then you should also be protecting women from a superior force that's going to try to kill them on a basketball court or in a ring of some kind. It doesn't make sense. If it does make sense to you, then put it in here. I'd love to read it, because I have been racking my brain trying to figure out how can you get to the Supreme Court and actually not be able to answer the question, what is a woman? Well, we have no current definition for that. We have no current definition for what a woman is.
That's one of the easiest questions in the world.
It's stupid.
It's just stupid. You're born with this, you're not. You're born with that, you're a woman, and that's it. If you want to change it in between, but you got to stay out of sports. I mean, you can't have a foot and a hand in both pools.
Or have a league. We just watched a really. I thought it was fascinating, but I think some people think it's silly, but it's doing really well. It's this Tiger Woods golf league where basically they're playing simulated golf, kind of simulated golf. Professional golfers are playing well, but they still have to putt. And it's only the long shots.
I don't like that stuff. I don't like the simulators.
But it was why did I bring that up?
Real deal.
Gosh, why did I bring that up? Shoot.
Because it's fake.
No, I brought it for some reason. Oh, So he basically Tiger Woods, and I'm sure the folks at I didn't see PlayStation anywhere in there, but I think Tiger Woods had a great golf PlayStation when PlayStation first came out. But it's fascinating. I thought it was fascinating. It's like Top Golf for professional golfers, right? And it was fun to watch. But this is a brand new league that Tiger Woods came up with. So if you want a transgender league, nobody is going to argue that. Well, they're not going to argue. They're going to say, okay, great, good for you. Go for it. And you'll have to do all the same things that everybody else has to do to try to build up a new business. You're not going to guilt people into it. You just got to go for it. If you believe strongly in that, and there are women out there that don't mind at all competing with biological men, then go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so let's lighten it up a bit. So we've got some fun dates coming up. John is doing a concert, and I probably am not pronouncing it right, but Massillon, Ohio, on the way to World of Wheels. That is next week, Friday, in Massillon, Ohio. And not sure if it's going to happen.
Massillon?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds about
Massillon, I believe.
Massillon.
Not far out of Cleveland, like Akron area. We already have friends that say they're coming. It's a beautiful theater. It'll be fun. We like to do the old historic theaters. The sound's better. It's get closer to the people.
Is that the show with the screen, or is that the show with the band?
Screen.
Show with the screen.
So then,
love the show with
the
the screen.
next day, we're going to go to World of Wheels in Pittsburgh, and Kathy Buck will be there, as far as we know.
Fantastic.
That's scheduled. And we're going to invite two special guests. I'm not going to say who they are, or we've already sent the invitation to come to the concert. And if they come, you all are going to love it. So just plan on coming to the concert. It'll be great anyway. John does such a wonderful show.
Tell me. Who?
I told you already. I told you.
Okay.
Just a good old boy.
I forgot. Okay, well, I guess I'll
Break the
find out
record.
when I find out.
Break the
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
So that's going to be a wonderful concert next week. We'll be heading north tomorrow, it looks like, to get settled in Indiana and go up Ohio, the Buckeye State, and then go to Pittsburgh. So it'll be fun. So
Yep.
come join us. Those car shows are always fun. You always see a General Lee or two, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, we had a nice one at the car show here in.
Very nice.
It wasn't a car show, pardon me, the Comic Con in
In
Jacksonville,
Columbia.
Columbia. That's right.
People were great. People were so sweet. We had a ball. We had a really wonderful time. They came down, like we mentioned, to St. Augustine, which you've got to go if you've never been. So much history, and it's just cool. And we took a picture in front of a tree that's supposed to be the love trees, and it's basically oak. And what was the other one, honey?
A palm tree. Palm tree
And
grew
they're-
up inside the oak tree, so
Yeah.
they're not just next to each other. They're not intertwined like that. They are actually.
We'll show you
Palm
a
tree
picture.
came out of a knot in the oak tree.
Yeah, so
Probably a bird left a seed in there or something, and
a bird.
I saw another one on the golf course actually that was like that, but the palm tree had.
And we kissed underneath it.
We did. Palm tree had
They're love trees.
love trees.
So if you go to St. Augustine, I'm sure they're all over the area, then you'll have to do the kiss under the love tree. We did.
Yep, it is right there next to a cemetery.
And
Right.
also like an ice cream shop or something. So, but.
Oh, across the street. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they're everywhere. And it's just a different feel there, so it's definitely worth going. But, we just keep going to different parts of our country because we are going to go to all 50 states, do a thing there, celebrate all the states. And what's wonderful is in our lifetime, this is the only time we can really do it that way. Sesquicentennial, every state celebrating, and then the documentary is going to be fantastic. You're going to love it. And you know what else? The 25th, and I bet they don't even know this World of Wheels, but we'll make a big deal about it. The 25th of January is the show in Massillon, but do you know what the 26th is?
Of January, that's the
Just
48th
a little
anniversary of the first airing of the Dukes of
I
Hazzard.
thought it was 47th when I looked at it.
47th?
I'm like,
Aired in 79. What does that make
okay.
it?
Oh, I'm not a mathematician. I'm the worst. I'm great at words.
You know I ain't good at geology.
So anyway, it's going to be a big anniversary on the day of World of Wheels. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's
right?
fantastic.
Yeah.
So come on out and get your picture made. It'll be a lot of fun.
With Bo Duke and the General Lee and Daisy. if she comes.
Maybe. We hopefully
see.
hope she's going to be there. I
She is
talked to her
scheduled. We'll see.
a little while back. She had a health scare there, but she's doing fine. She's tough. We Dukes are tough. We're tough. We're the right stuff.
I love it when the little ones come up to John. Remember that little guy that was all excited up to see Bo Duke or whatever? So you can see that the parents really do pass it along.
I don't know how they know it's me with this on my
They
face.
do.
It's because of this.
Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. I
Yeah,
mean,
but we were at
constant.
we were at the photo booth the other day, and my line was done, and I was getting ready to leave. And I said, "Oh no, one more!" And this little girl and her mom and dad walked in, and the mom is looking at me like what? Oh no, they were the first ones, and what it actually was, I said, "You look very confused. You're looking for Tom Kenny, aren't you?" So they were like the last ones. Yeah, they were the last ones for Tom for SpongeBob. So they had to go wrangle Tom and bring him back and take a picture with him. But it was funny because I could tell the little girl was like, "What?" Of course, she's looking for Tom to look like a sponge. But Tom Kenny and I did The Mummy together years ago, so I've known Tom for a long time. He's a sweetheart. Sweetheart, yeah, the cartoon Mummy.
You were Rick O'Connell.
I was Rick O'Connell.
You're the swashbuckler.
I wore the cartoon white shirt and the suspenders, and it was fun.
So cool.
But Tom is great. All the voiceover folks are great. But I tell you what, if you hear that there's a show somewhere and you want to go meet Tom, you better show up early.
Very popular.
Holy moly, it's great.
Huge.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Anyway.
SquarePants. So one more thing.
Uh-oh. All done.
Well, not quite. We've got 6 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
What one more thing?
Well, it's probably a couple more things, but this is important. So Valentine's Day is coming up. It'll be here before you know it. And John had such success with his Christmas grams. They loved it. And
people loved it. It was fun.
Yeah, a lot of orders. And it's fun for John to do. He's very good at it. So he's going to do Valentine's for Galentine's.
Valentine's for Galentine's?
Or
that's funny.
Galentine's, because look, I've been there when I wasn't seeing.
Sally's making her way the only way she knows how. It'll be fun stuff.
Just
like
a good old gal.
Stuff you can put on your phone and go, look at this. Look.
So if you've got a girlfriend who, whether you're a guy or a girl, but if you've got a girlfriend who does not have her sweetheart, and girls go out Valentine's all the time, but they call it Galentine's instead of Valentine's. So
really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. That's cool.
Yeah. So meaning that we don't have to be seeing a guy Valentine's. That's okay. So you go out with your girlfriends and you just hang out and it's fun to pick from. And if you've got a gal friend who's like, well, broke up with her boyfriend or she's just kind of whatever, hey, send her a Galentine from John and cheer her up. I think it'll work. I think people will love it.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
it's going to be fun.
But they sing telegrams, whether it's a birthday or a Valentine's and Christmas.
It's the Duke song, Country Girls, right? We couldn't put your name into Country Girls. Sweeter than tube. It's Tupelo honey, by the way. It's not a tube full of honey. It's Tupelo, as in Mississippi.
That's funny.
Honey. Well, people say, you tell them the words. It's funny. You go back to the songs you heard when you were young, and a lot of the words you remember incorrectly.
And just a good old gal.
Ever made
and
no
her
harm.
name's Sarah.
Well, shoot, I still am on the fence. Is it just two good old boys or just a good old boy?
I thought it was just a good old boy.
Yeah, but he then sings, beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
Well, if you have a couple girlfriends, you can send it to both.
Okay, you ask him there.
You can edit that.
And just remember, folks, you live in the greatest country. We're good. You live in the greatest country.
Making our way.
The world.
And
if you live in the United States of America, you live in the greatest country the world has ever known. What?
It's now or never. That's your question.
Yeah, I know, but how am I going to get to
Oh, that's right. It's now or never. Oh, you can do that. John is so creative. He's good at that stuff.
Okay, so
and Christmas grams, I have to tell you, I'm so proud of that because they just really, they're like, there's a group that you do that with. We will.
Yeah, it's fun.
Keep it, well, we won't mention that company, but to do it from this store, they're a lot cheaper. And it's kind of friendlier, and then John can do it more his way. No, seriously, then the big corporate group, this is where you can do it your way. So it's
Right.
now or never, just a good old gal and country girls. It's great. And it'll
Right.
be a fun Galentine for your girlfriends.
Galentines. I've
can
never
do
heard
it.
that.
Or you could do a guy. I mean, guys.
Galentines. Galentines?
Valentine's, Galentine's.
Galentines. Oh,
But if you have a Valentine, you want to give a gift on Valentine's Day, this is easy one to get, and it'll be fabulous, and they'll love it. John Cena.
Susie's birthday is Valentine's Day.
Oh, well,
Yep, my brother
send her
Bob's
a
wife,
Galentine.
Susie, sent her a Galentine. It's not.
But for her, because she's married to Bob, it would be a Valentine.
Oh, I see.
Valentine is if you're not seeing anyone and you just want to send it to your girl. Like, say my best friend from high
I
school.
thought it was
mentioned
four
before.
times a courting time.
No, my girlfriend from high school, and if I say, hey, and she's kind of bummed, I'm like, okay, honey, just do a Galentine. I'll
Do a
send it to her,
Galentine
and I'll
for
make her
Sarah.
smile and laugh. She would love that. Maybe I'll do that. It'll be fun. My mother would love it too. You sent her one. It's not a
No.
Galentine because she's married, but I'm just saying, it's for the single girls.
Right.
Did they get love too? I'm
Single
telling you,
girls would love it
Galentine's-
too.
Valentine's is a big deal. It is. A lot of girls go out Valentine's Day. Hey, I don't need a guy. I'm hanging
I don't
out.
know how I missed this
My
word
girl.
my whole life. I missed this word.
I've gone out with girlfriends before on Valentine's Day.
Yeah?
It's like Valentine's, yeah. I bet
Never
the
heard
girls
that.
out there know what I'm talking
Never
about.
heard
Well,
that
because
before.
you're,
Because I ain't a gal.
you're a guy.
I'm a guy in town.
Gals would like the singing Valentine telegram from their friends. Make it come from a guy too. Anyway, that
Why not? Anyways,
course has
it's going to be
been
on the
today.
it's on the
I'm sure.
website right now, johnschneider.shop. Check it out. I think is it called Galentine's?
I want to say it's Valentine's/Galentine's.
Just look up the word Valentine and you'll find
I
it.
can see, during these shows, a lot of times a husband, they're like, well, yeah, my wife is in love with you. It's okay.
So how this works, by the way, is I get the order, I do it on my phone, I send it to Luke, and Luke sends it to you.
Look,
Okay? Luke. So that's how that works. It's not a video. What do you call that when it's not a FaceTime? I record it, I send it to Luke, and he sends it to you.
it's a singing telegram.
Luke. Yeah, but without the ape suit or without the
Yeah.
Candygram from Mongo.
Right. It's singing. I mean, and we're big on singing this year. So for the 250th
No,
anniversary.
exactly.
So we're living it up. John's singing like crazy. Sounds great. And he's doing Valentine's and Galentine's.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be a lot of fun.
You can even do a Galentine.
Also, a guy in time. I don't know if we could. Yeah, sure.
We'll see what happens. But the Christmas.
Whatever
parades
name is
are
on there, I'm
good.
going to sing. I'm going
Yeah,
to sing to
whatever
that
name.
person. I think we're done. But remember to tell a police officer, a firefighter, an EMS, somebody, tell them thank you. And if you're in a place where you see ice, tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. We just put out a song, or at least part of a song, in the last couple of days called "We're Pro Ice." It's going to be on the new album. I have yet to go in and record it for real in the studio, so right now it's just it's a program,
It's
but
a work in process.
you'll get the picture though. It's we're pro America. We love apple pie. We honor mom and dad. We say yes sir and no ma'am. We kneel when we pray. Look in your eyes when we speak. Doing these things don't mean we're weak. We'll tell you we're pro life without thinking twice. And like it or not, we're pro ice. So that's a song that is coming out on the new album.
Album 30.
Album number 30. You can get a little taste of it right now out there. I think that's all the time we have. Please tell police officers and all folks out there trying to make our streets better and safer. Tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. And if you are if you have the financial ability to do it quietly so that no one knows it was you, and you happen to be at a place where there's some police officers sitting at a table and you are financially able to call the waitress or waiter over and say, look, I want to take care of their meal.
We do that a
Then
lot.
please do. Please do.
They deserve it.
And they do. You know, they're risking their lives, and they are husbands and wives and fathers and kids. They're all that, just like we are. So please do that when you get the opportunity. And we love you. You take care of yourself. Happy New Year.
Love you.
Love you too.
Mwah.
Hope you enjoyed this. And remember, if guns kill people, then forks make you fat.
It's now or never.
This has been Drinks with Dee Dee.
And John.
That's me. You take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week for more lovely banter. Bye.